I never lied where I came from. Texas had its place for me to find a home deep in my soul. I must know the world as a whole.
Hey, Terry. Ooh, I'm glad you didn't poke yourself with that. That could have hurt. This is a segment we call In the Makeup Room, obviously, for obvious reasons. And in here, I usually ask totally irrelevant questions.
Okay.
But for you, I have one that I really want to know. And it's going to be challenging. The challenge for you isn't going to be to remember who your best friend was in 5th grade. It is going to be to answer this question in 30 seconds or less.
Got it.
All the things that you have done and all of the places you've been and the people you've met, what's the one thing you haven't done yet that you really want to?
I would love to go to Italy. I want to have the pasta, and I'd like to have some red wine. I would love to go to Italy.
Can I go with you?
Yes.
See you out there. Hi, I'm Carol Coburn, and this is Creative's Cornerstone. Welcome to episode 71. Can you believe it? 71. Oh my gosh. Before I launch into who our guest is today, I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch the show. If you're watching this live on Channel 10 on Sunday morning at 11, Austin Public Access app or streaming, we appreciate you. Thank you. If you miss any part of it or you want to share it with your friends or your family, it will go up onto the YouTube channel at 12 o'clock as soon as it's done broadcasting on Austin Public at Creative's Cornerstone. And when you're there, I ask you, please subscribe, like, leave comments, and pardon my voice. I've got a thing going on today. Today, our guest is none other than Terri Hendrix. Oh my gosh, Terri, welcome. Welcome to the Sandbox.
Hey, I am really happy to be here. Really happy.
So excited to have you here. For the folks that are familiar with Terri, and the folks that aren't, Terri is an amazing musician. She is an Austin artist who's recently, well, in the last few years, moved a little bit south. And she has taken her creativity to the next level. Today, we are going to talk about all things Terri, all things creative, and everything you bring to this musical world. Welcome.
Oh, well, I'm really happy to be here. It's exciting to be here with you.
Well, I appreciate that. I remember meeting you, what was it? Was it before COVID or was it during COVID? It was at OYOU. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe it was it when we had Concerts for a Cause?
I'm not sure when I first met you, but I just know that I liked you from the moment that I met you.
We pay you to say that. Come on. I think it was creative. I think it was Concerts for a Cause. I think you did a show.
Mm-hmm. Probably did. I lived in San Marcos in the early 90s, and then I moved to San Marcos and lived there for, goodness, a long time. And then in 2017, located to Martindale, where I could create an art center, where I could basically build an art center to have a space to do some of the creative projects that I wanted to do for other creatives to join.
Oh, and that is amazing. And you offer these online, the registration online at your website, and then you even have scholarship opportunities. And
I do.
I mean, you have it open so that people can just come and participate.
Yeah. In 2010, I started a nonprofit called Own Your Own Universe. And I did that because I was tired of people that have disabilities being unable to enjoy music alongside other people. Not all places are conducive to people that are verbal, nonverbal, have severe autism. Issues with autism can be stemming, and sometimes in social settings, it's really hard for to have a child with that or an adult that has that, to get them out to be able to socialize
Yes.
with others. And I also was tired of money and financing getting in the way of people being able to enjoy concerts or festivals. So that's why I started the nonprofit. And then in 2020, because of COVID, I didn't want to just fold it, and we still needed to access
Right.
the public. So then we started a whole chapter of OYOU Online, which is ownyouruniverse.org, and then OYOU in person and ownyouruniverse.org, and then you can see tickets or fill out an application for a scholarship if there's something that is ticketed that you can fill out to be able to attend. But we never offer, there is never an event that I host where someone's not invited.
Well, let's
to be
talk
there.
about some of the things that actually transpire on your ranch
Yes.
in Martindale. You hold different kinds of classes,
Yes.
lessons for people, for creatives,
Yes.
for people that are all levels. I mean, just beginning or stepping up, exploring further, taking them to the next level. And I remember in the beginning, you and Lloyd leading these classes and doing these things. I remember attending a writing class. I was probably the
Yes.
only one there that wasn't a musician.
That's right. One of our first ones there. Yeah, so I've started working with Lloyd Maines in 1997 with an album called Willery Farm, and I had started my own label and was having quite a bit of success with it. And Lloyd started to work with me at that time. I said, would you come on board as a business partner? We won't have management. We won't have a booking agent. We will handle the own publishing. We won't do a record label. And then we'll become business partners. And I was able to show a lot of growth to make it like a win-win situation. Like
Right.
if we do this and if we bypass common trappings in the industry and become business partners, then there's finances to be able to have a productive business partnership. And so we did it at that time. And so when I fast forward to 2010, I wanted to start this nonprofit. And I said, would you be interested in doing this with me as well and helping keep the wheels on the bus, so to speak? And so he agreed to. And so sometimes he will teach classes when it comes to guitar or dobro, which is an instrument that you can play live with a guitar strap and stand up, or like
Wow.
Jerry Douglas does, or you can put it in your lap and sit down and play. That's often Lloyd's preference. And then I lead up the classes on songwriting or performing, songwriting, writing, also finger picking, guitar, things like that. And then something that I started a while back was Song Buddies, and I had Lloyd come on board and help me with that as well. And that's where we take people with that run the spectrum of disabilities, from light disabilities to extremely having the more severe disabilities, to where we might work with somebody that's 90% disabled and writing songs, and that is possible.
Right.
And so I come at this with my own background of I have epilepsy, and then I have a vocal tremor, and then spasmodic dysphonia, and then a Chiari malformation. And so it's 4 things.
That was almost a different language. Those last two I've never heard of.
I know, but it's all stems from basically the back of my head has a malformation that creates pressure. And then when there's pressure in the brain needs an outlet. And that outlet might come through with a vocal tremor. Or if you can notice, I have a slight hoarse voice today because I've been worked at a whole lot with Kids Camp. We had OYOU Kids Camp this past week, so I'm working out my voice quite a bit. And there was a while in 2020 when I had a really hard time speaking at all due to an injection of Botox into the vocal folds themselves. The hope
goodness.
was to alleviate some of the problem because we had a big show coming up at the Paramount, and I was having a lot of hoarseness. So we thought like otolaryngologist thought that by the injection of Botox would help. But instead, I'm one of those people that I had a horrible reaction, and by the time COVID hit, it made it to where it affected the breathing and the voice in general. But 6 years later, I'm able to perform again. We have wonderful shows we've been playing. We're excited about the O4 Center, getting ready to play that.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so I can definitely perform again. It takes I'll have to have a lot of vocal rest starting tomorrow. And a lot of vocal warm-up, and then I'll play the show. So having the conditions that I have, I can really understand when I'm working with someone that might be stemming with autism. I understand the way the brain works. I understand the complications that come with that. I understand what happens if you have a stroke, what it takes to get through that. And I really understand that if you take a stroke victim and you or a person that's having any health crisis whatsoever and then get an instrument in their hands or help them sing or help use their brain in a different way, it's going to help their neurological pathways to heal. Music is, I consider it neurological butter. It's what oils us up. Music is healing, and so that's my job. That's part of my job, and I feel like the conditions that I have are a gift in some ways, because I would have never been able to do this other aspect. I would have always just loaded in and performed and loaded out and made an impact that way, which I did for many years. But having dual lives now, to be able to not only get on stage and perform, I consider that it's deep in some ways, because you're able to access a lot of people at one time. I'm able to play my original songs and access people.
And you share your joy and your
share
passion.
My joy.
I mean, when people listen to you, they step on a ride
and
ride it through the end.
And
right.
That's great.
And that's what a lot of people get from
and then
your
I
music.
pack up though and I leave. Play Austin
Right.
City Limits Festival, you load in, you're backstage, you get on stage, you play, you load out, you get back in your car, and you're transient, and you're on your way to your next destination. But I get to have this dual life where I get to start working with a child at the age of 8, back in 2000, pre-COVID, 2016, 2017. Fast forward to 2026, have that child, meet them now where they're at, and then see, okay, this was a neurological problem here, and now they're on the threshold of adulthood. How do we take where they're at now and incorporate new elements for a child that's 16, 17, but still having a brain that's contrary to ordinary, So how do you celebrate that difference, but still somehow pass as normal in a life that in a society that sometimes dictates how we're supposed to act? How can you have a stemming issue and have that and have no one notice but you?
Sorry.
So no, that's okay. That's okay, Carol. So that's the whole part of creativity and creatives and using creative approaches to use the brain the way the brain is, without forcing the brain to be the way the brain is not. The brain isn't going to let you force it, and our bodies are what our bodies are, and it's how to work within what we're given. And to me, music can do that.
Music opens a lot of things for a lot of people.
Yes.
And creativity, especially the autism, is something that I'm familiar with. My daughter's on the spectrum, and she's brilliant. She sees music in colors and movement. That's how she hears music. She sees it in colors and movement. She spent a few years directing color guard and winter guard for some high schools, and wrote shows for them to perform to the music, and it came to her instantly. and award-winning shows because of how her brain processes the music. She now is a competition dancer with country swing and is just amazing. Just as an example for folks, I remember one time we were at the pharmacy and we were leaving, I think it was Walgreens, I don't know. No plug to them, really. And she reached down, as we're walking down this aisle, she reaches down, and there were some of those little squeeze balls. I'm assuming they're like for arthritis or whatever.
Yeah.
She scoops down, she picks up 3, and she starts juggling. She was, I don't know, 15 maybe? And I was like, Katie, when did you start? Because she's walking ahead of me, and she's walking, and she's juggling. I'm like, when did you learn how to juggle? And she's like, just now. Her eye-hand coordination was unbelievable. She could toss a rifle 8 rotations in the sky and catch it behind her back in time with the music. I mean, she's on the spectrum. There's a lot of brilliance in, and there's a lot of misinformation and misunderstanding. And it's wonderful that you provide an outlet and an openness to folks on with different issues, with all different kinds, and a space to explore and
I feel like the true disability in this world are people that are unwilling,
closed-minded,
to accept people for who they are, where they are, and to expect other people to conform to the limitations of your own mental space. So that's where the disability really is. I have yet to meet
very systemic and very societal.
Someone might be, 90% incapacitated, what we would call nonverbal, not able to walk, not able to feed themselves on a tube. And I've seen a lot more soul in someone like that. That person's in there.
Oh,
a lot more soul than someone that's unwilling and unable.
They're trapped.
To see someone like that as the humanity that's within. To me, the disability is being unwilling to see others and to appreciate, celebrate the difference.
Absolutely. My sister was a care provider for many years, and she worked with folks that had Alzheimer's. And she sings. She sang in the choir. She wasn't, a traveling musician or, she didn't do gigs, but she sang.
Yeah.
Our whole family did. And she would sing to the residents, and the awareness would show in their faces, and they would remember all the words to all the songs and sing along with her and tap into this moment in time and be present. And it was the power of music.
That's true. I remember when this happened to my voice, I could feel something shift. My sister died in 2018, and it was a surprise. It was incredibly traumatic. It came out of the blue, and I thought I was going to die. It hurt so bad, and all the crying caused a predisposition to have a problem with my voice. When you can't cry all the time and scream and expect to be in good voice. So by 2019, I could tell there was a tightening. It was just muscle tension dysphonia. That's all it was. The Botox induced the spasmodic dysphonia aspect of it, and that was 2020. And so I remember going to, and this was before COVID, I had to go, I accepted a grant on behalf of the nonprofit, and I had to speak. And I remember I went to speak, and it came out like a billy goat. Like, thank you for this. And I remember suffering through that. And at the end of my speech, I sat down, and I remember we had a show coming up. And I remember thinking, I am really in trouble. I am in trouble. And after that, this man gets up and he looks at me and he comes over here. Terri Hendrix, I didn't know you were afflicted. And I remember thinking, this is a new low. What am I going to do? And I came home and I was so depressed. I was so sad and scared. I couldn't sing. I meant to sing this song Slow Down that I had written, and it went, I'm going to slow down. And it's like this perfect little
I can't imagine.
I was so scared.
I just can't imagine.
But
actually, I can.
At the Bugle Boy, they have this outreach program, and they accepted my song buddies as part of it. So at the end of that month, I had to go and then speak and sing and work with song buddies and my song buddy program. And I remember all the students were there, and I went to talk, and I said, hey, oh. And then the students kind of looked at me, and all of them are autism, some are verbal, nonverbal, and they look at me, and one girl goes, hey, you have something wrong with you. I said, yeah, I do. She said, it's okay. I said, well, thank you. And I remember thinking, I wanted to cry. I felt like I'm with my people. No, she didn't say, hey, you're afflicted. She said, you have something wrong with you, and it's okay. And then I went to proceed to teach the class. And then sometimes we would sing and be like, we would do, one of our songs was, I can change the world with my own two hands. That was one of our group songs. So I can change the world with my own two hands. Because I couldn't, at that time, I couldn't do vowel sounds. If I said hands, it was hands. I hadn't trained my diaphragm to be able to work with the circuitry. Hope I said that right. To get things, see, it goes like that. So when I'm talking to you, I have to carry the air to keep it going. And I hadn't learned those techniques at that time, and how to get it to resonate and not stay in the ditch. So they helped me smooth it out. So when we performed, it was, and I can change the world with my own two hands. You know, we were able to sing it together. And it was because of them that I am able to sing again. Because had I been at the wrong place, had I been at a regular show with musicians, they would have looked at me, I know most of them, with their heads cocked sideways. How are you going to sing with that? You know?
Right.
There are very few musicians I have met that are also able to cross over and work with people that have disabilities. They're much like athletes. Musicians and athletes are one and the same.
You're very much a survivor. You're a survivor of circumstance and of life, and you may hit a bump. It may take you a minute to climb over it.
Yeah.
But then you assess, pick up, and keep going. The fact that you've expanded your world from the Terri Hendrix from before to the Terri Hendrix now, and the fact that you have this wonderful OYOU, Own Your Own Universe, base camp. You do so many things out of this space, and you're seeding so many future artists, and you're giving outlets to all these creative people that maybe wouldn't have that space to be able to explore or to do.
I really enjoy
if it wasn't for you.
Yeah. Oh well.
That's amazing. That, you know.
I think there's a desire, though. You have to have the
absolutely
the desire to create, or perhaps
I think drive.
The desire.
You also have to have the drive to put action behind your passion.
That's right. You know, it's so strange to. I'm putting together this compilation that's going to come out. It's called
please.
It's called a 30-year a songwriter's 30-year retrospective. So that's 30 years, and it's 105 songs, and I'm
30 years.
30
Terri.
years, 105 songs, all released independently, and I'm thinking, I know that I should be putting all my time and energy into promoting that and publicizing that. And I still don't have a release date. I have it ready because I've been so submerged in okay, Song Buddies, and then we just finished our youth camp, and when I give myself 100, I can either do something halfway or 100%. So I move between projects. So we just finished youth camp, and then I have a Song Buddies. That's a free camp coming up at St. Mark's Episcopal in San Marcos.
Yes.
That's a free program coming up, and then by the time I'm done with that, we're in the second week of August, and then I'm going to have to hurry as fast as I can. So I want your people to find me at terrihendrix.com. That's Hendrix like Jimmy, and I hope I'm related. But find me when that'll be coming out, because I really want to release it this year. And it's hard to release a project that big, but I want to release it that year, because when I take my money that I make off my music, and I end up putting that money back into stuff that I use with the nonprofit. So it kind of all works like in this circle like that. But again, it all starts and stops with access to creativity, which means make it where people can access it. Access is have to be able to have it where you have wheelchair ramps, limited barriers in and out of buildings, plenty of bathrooms, space that if you have to stem, you can go. And then affordability is, to me, that's a catchphrase now. I think often uttered by people that don't know what that word is. To me, affordability is being able to afford a concert ticket, and then looking at ticket scalping and addressing that, bypassing that, but being able to afford a ticket price, and if you cannot, having a program that's a robust scholarship program. So for our women's retreat, all you do is fill out an application. I want to know why you want to come, not just that you can't afford to come, but why you want to be there.
These programs that you have, where do people find out what you offer and what you have? Where's your calendar? Tell us again.
That's you can go both places. You can go terrihendrix.com.
And that's Terri with a double R-I. T-E-R-R-I, and Hendrix.
Hendrix. So terrihendrix.com. And then I have a link on that website that's ownyourownuniverse.org. And that's just ownyourownuniverse.org. Basically, the premise is we are our own universe.
Right.
And then together we make one great planet. So you own your own universe. And creatives come together, regardless of ability, and design the type of creative outlet they want.
So
and that's where you can find everything.
What does a summer camp look like at OYOU?
Okay. Well, we rent a space, and then put the word out there, get scholarship applications back. We do not deny a scholarship applicant.
So is this an overnight kind of camp?
No,
Is it a day camp?
It's a day camp.
And so you don't hold it there at your ranch?
No.
You actually use a facility?
I like to hold it off-site because we need more space, especially for the concert.
And about how many do you usually have
So we had
attend summer camp?
17 students.
Wow,
we had 2 camps. We try to limit it to 12 per camp. And this time we ended up with 17 active students, which I stopped it I'll stop it based on need. So if I end up with students that have disabilities, then that knocks spaces off at camp.
Sure,
because I want to be able to have more time.
Right.
And so some things might take more time. So I gauge it by one's body. Okay,
Right.
like this student's going to need a timeout. I know they will. I know them. I've worked with them, and then I stack the camp that way, so that, and then have great teachers to where there's students have personal time. So it's a 10 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
And then we have our group concert. We'll have a rehearsal day and then group concert. We had our group concert yesterday, and it was
fun.
90 minutes. So our rehearsal on Friday, I was like, I don't know how this is going to come together, but then it was perfect. And one of the kids knew how to K-pop dance. So for the finale, she did this K-pop dance.
How
And then one of the
cute.
kids played, I want to say tuba, no, or maybe baritone sax. It was something.
Wow. Okay.
I should know the difference, and normally I do, but but it wasn't tuba. It had to have been bari sax. But it kicked off with that. It was the most rockin'.
Do you
thing.
record this? Do you have like a library of this?
Some of the students' parents do not want photography.
Okay.
And here's what's bad is I'm occupied teaching, and I'm occupied when I'm not teaching. I'm going station to station to station to station.
Well, yeah, you're busy.
So it's not like we have a lot of pictures, and I'm reluctant to post on social media because I'm a little mixed feelings about kids on social media.
Right.
But what we'll do is I'm going to cull together something that the parents sign off on because
Yeah.
with so many magical moments, and then that's what I'll post. So
Our magical moments.
magical moments, like I have
that's
magical,
really good.
I have
Yeah.
I have some great pictures that I was able to snap, and then other parents took pictures, and so I want all the parents to feel comfortable with what's released.
I
and
would
then we'll put them
also
up.
think that you could use that, and this is my engineering by day thought process. I would imagine you could also use that then as a report back to, if you did something like that, to be able to do a small clip or something to the people that give you the grants and
we
the.
have been.
I'm okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because
yeah.
that's a great thing to show.
No, we were really lucky this past time. We were able to offer more scholarships because some grants came in at the last minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, we'll balance at zero by the time we're done because we also,
Sure.
to date, after this week, we're at, I think like around 62,500 of what we've paid to artists since 2012. So we pay our performers. Even when we have a benefit, we pay our performers.
Sure.
So I'm adamant about that. If I can't pay a performer, then we need to not have the show. If I can't pay a teacher, we need to not have the camp. So so everyone gets paid. So sound gets paid, graphics get paid. We hire graphic designers. Every creative gets paid.
I am experiencing conviction right now because we're all volunteers in the studio and my sound is volunteer and my cameras are volunteer.
Yeah.
Everybody's volunteer, and I'm feeling your words because they are so worthy of being respected with pay.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Creatives in our society, I feel like creatives are cut first, and creative outlets are cut next, and we can watch it happening.
Oh yeah.
But I'm telling you,
Well, just even look at the schools. What's the first thing on the chopping block?
that's exactly right. That's
I mean,
exactly
so
right.
yeah, it's the first thing everywhere to go, and it's so universal. And I don't mean the cutting, I mean the creation, the music, what's produced, the entertainment, the joy, the skills, the community. It's so much more. And yet it's the first thing on the chopping block.
It is. And creatives have a hard time estimating their worth and their value. But you always have to think about guitar strings, mic stands, mic cords.
Traveling, gigs,
Yeah.
transportation.
Yeah, health insurance.
Yes. Oh. Parking. I mean, there's just so much.
There's a lot of, like, creativity takes funding. Creativity, I mean,
the folks are so committed.
especially now with, we used to have, I remember I come at this from CD sales. 1,000 CDs was $15,000. 2,000 CDs is $30,000. And then when downloads got here, I started to make a 30% cut was then given to the digital distributor. And then when streaming came here, it's 0.00008 cents per stream. And then now I'm one of the artists that was scraped with AI, how they scraped artists across the
Unbelievable.
board. And then that's how AI is able to create Suno off of the backs and works of other artists like myself. Only one data set has over 9 million songs, and there are multiple data sets. So that's copyright infringement. But now I'm
Yes.
getting off on a tangent, and I don't want to completely
you
ruin-
know-
But creatives take money. So when you're taking art, how do creatives keep funds? It's going to take nonprofits. It's going to take what you're doing, what your volunteers are doing, to see the value in the art, so that we can fund the artists of tomorrow.
Folks, if you're hearing nothing else, which I pray to God you are, but if you're hearing nothing else, please put money in the tip jar when you're out. When you're out. And I don't care if you're not there for the artist, that you're there for dinner. On your way by, on the way out, put money in the tip jar. It
Yes.
just,
There's a passion for the arts. There's a passion for this music. The music, see, it's this really very simple. A painting, to me, a beautiful painting, sings. A song becomes the painting. The photographer becomes the artist that can take the picture
The
of what they
visionary.
cannot. The visionary. The dancer becomes all of the above. Every outlet,
expression.
the movie becomes, all of it is this creative ball
Orchestration, yeah.
that needs to be funded by people that see the value in that, and keeping that lit, because the arts, it's what keeps our soul alive. It's what keeps us lit. So the art, if I wouldn't have had those Song Buddy kids that said, something's wrong with your voice and it's okay, if I wouldn't have had those young creatives inspiring me at my low moment, where would I be right now? I wouldn't be in this chair. I don't know where I would. I was thinking about what hole can I dig, and how fast can I dig, and I was ready to just,
something that I have learned as a survivor myself of life and of circumstance. A depression does hit when something happens.
yeah.
And I have found that a lot of that is credited to looking back at what was, what you're unable to do now because of, whatever event or whatever happened. And the key to this, to surviving and to moving forward, is to stop comparing what was with what is.
Oh yeah.
And do an assessment of what you have and how you can bring it forward. It may not look the same. It may not be what you thought it was going to be, but life is very seldom what we think it's going to be, right? You have to be able, I posted something recently about, I'm very flexy and bendy, and it isn't because I do yoga. It's because I roll with the punches.
That's right. That is such a brilliant way to put it.
Yeah.
When you have something happen to you, you have two choices. You stop or you pivot. And being able to pivot, being able to do mental yoga, it's really important,
On a lot of levels.
you and I could put our toes to our nose, and we don't have to leave the chair,
Well,
so
the trick is to get out of the chair. The trick is to get out of the chair. You know what, Terri? I appreciate you so much. I am so grateful that you came in today to share.
me too.
I know that your voice is tired. I know that you're just like a blur on the screen right now of life. For the folks that are watching, we do have some music videos that we are going to give. I know usually we do an interview and then a music segment for our creatives that are lyrical and musical. And so what we've done this episode is we're going to share with you some music videos of Terri's to kind of fill that spot. And I encourage you to go to her website. She is going to tell you again where to go and find out all things Terri. And just her music, folks, her music, and what you've heard that she puts into this world, and not just contributes to this world, but shares with so many people and helps them put it into the world, is just heart-rending. And I know I, for one, really appreciate it. I know that I got so much out of being able to come to your space and sit with other creatives. There's a lot of fellowshipping that goes on in your space. There's things that we could sit here and talk about what a day in the life looks like, but to experience it is a whole nother level. You know, it's being able to touch the reality of what occurs in that space. And and it's the same way for live music too. I mean, you can talk about a song and you can dissect and you could figure out where the artist's mind was at, but go and jump on the ride and experience it live, because it's a once in a lifetime performance. It's not going to be, you can play the song 100 times. It's not going to be the same each time.
Right.
And it's something different every time. And again, I can go off on a tangent because, you know, I'm a fan. But thank you so much again for being here. Share with folks again where they can find you.
Well, I do hope that that I get to see your face again and do this.
Yes, please.
I have a book that's supposed to come out on Texas A&M Press, hopefully sometime next year, so maybe I can return.
How exciting.
I'll play some
please.
songs and I'll sing and then talk to you about the book.
Absolutely.
And, I've been working on it since 2013. No, what am I saying? 2003. 2003, that's a long time.
Oh, it's time for that baby to be birthed.
Don't you think? That's
I think
that's a long time. But you can find me at terrihendrix.com, TerriHendrix, or onionuniverse.org. Both those places.
Yes.
And you, my dear friend, are a delight, and it has been an honor to be here. I appreciate your volunteer crew.
They are amazing.
And how hard you work to make this happen. And I appreciate the listeners supporting you. I'm very honored to be here.
I thank you for your presence in this space and for sharing the sandbox. And again, for my crew that, you know, you may see me, but what you don't see is all of the work behind the scenes. You don't see Jeremiah in the sound booth working the audio. When folks, he's a camera guy. He is in there working the audio until our new sound guy, Robert, joins us in a couple of weeks. We have 2 new crew members that have joined us in this space, and you'll be meeting them soon because we're going to have little segments where we can put a little bit about them in here too. One is Julene and the other is Peter. Thank you both for being here. And then we have Julie, who will be back in the studio with us in a couple weeks. She is away right now, but she's going to be joining us. So y'all, the crew is amazing and they do all the things. They set the set, they work the cameras, they work the control room, they do the audio, and I get to just sit here and enjoy the guests and the fruit of their labor. So thank you. Y'all, please join us again. We'll be watching for you with episode 72. And until then, enjoy. And we will see you next time. Bye.
I found the lions, I escaped their jaws. I kept a few of their teeth, but I let them keep their claws. I found the lions, or maybe they found me. Could have been bad luck, or could have been my destiny. I played dead, my pulse was too loud. The hyenas giggled and the lions formed a crowd. I played dead, the buzzards in the tree waited for the lions to make a meal out of me. Don't mess with the mighty, mighty jungle. Swim through the ocean, eat the fish in the sea. happy. You make me feel so good. I know that I'm understood when I speak my mind. Wish you could say, baby, baby, let's lose control. I wanna rock your soul and leave our troubles behind. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night, you are right where you belong. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night and let me love you strong. I wish you could trust me. I wish you could lose your doubt. The second guessing I can do without. Have faith in me. I'm in it for the good times. I'm in it for the bad times. I'm in it for the long run. So let me love you strong. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night, you are right where you belong. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night and let me love you strong. So welcome home, my lover. Welcome home, my best friend. I give to you completely. I give it all when you let me in. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night, you are right where you belong. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night and let me love you strong. Stay the night and let me love you strong.
It's a long, lonesome drive here without you.
A story, and it spins a tale of days gone by. The fields roll into the sunset, A harvest moon is on the rise. Miles and miles down a 2-lane highway. Crops of corn stand in a row. The stars saw us in all our glory. We were just off this county road. It's a long, lonesome drive here without you. 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 A metal sign swings in the wind. It's on a dance hall long since closed. Boards on windows of the building lock the secrets that it holds. Your fingers run straight through my mind on the back roads of the South. Car seats and the sound of pearl snaps, the salty sweet of your mouth. It's a long, lonesome drive here without you. It's a long, lonesome drive here without you. It's a long, lonesome drive here without you. It's a long, lonesome drive here. Talk to a human, give a dog a bone, press 1, 2, 3, pound key at the tone. Drive by satellite to get home, blame retrograde and sleep alone, alone online, looking for some water or a sign of life. Press star 19, please hold to reach mankind. Messenger to Mercury, messenger to Mercury. I wanna talk to a human. It's doggy dog on the race to space. Download, update, phone to face. The big machine knows our place in line. Alone in line, bumper to bumper in the daily grind they troll. The rabbit hole, please hold to keep your soul. Messenger to Mercury, messenger to Mercury. I wanna talk to a human. I'm invisible to them, let me be clear. It's about the money, honey, ain't about you. Unplug the yellow, try the blue, alright. I'm back online, looking for somebody or a sign of life. Press star 19, please hold to reach mankind. Please hold to reach mankind. Please hold me. Please hold
We hope your new realtor plays drums in a band. We hope your new dentist is its front man. We hope live music always makes you proud. Just don't call the cops if you think it's too loud. South by South by South by Southwest. We hope you'll like it so much you'll move here just like the rest of us non-native